Well, hello again. I've gone out and done something. Bought myself a drone. I want to try and make some cool videos with some dronage photo in it. So I came across something that wasn't too much money, and looks like it's a lot of fun. It's super easy to use. It's made by DJI, and it's the NEO, which is their little AI drone. You can run this thing all by itself without a controller. It actually has a bunch of things built into it for different, like for vlogging drone shots, like doing circle around you, or doing a droney, which is where it pulls back and then comes back towards you. Things like that. I've got some footage that I can fill in on this to show you what they look like. It was not expensive. It was under $200. I paid probably a little bit more because I wanted the Fly More pack, which is this thing, which is the battery pack. It comes with 3 batteries. They look like this. Each battery is good for, I'm going to say 10 to under 15 minutes of fly time. So that gives me 45 minutes of fly time on this thing. The really cool thing about this charger, a couple cool things. DJI just, man, they really knock it out of the park. I know they're a Chinese company. I know they're having trouble with the government, and import-export stuff is getting really crazy on DJI stuff. But it's so darn good. This particular charger, it doesn't charge one battery at a time. It charges all 3 at the same time. So your charge time is faster. You hook it up to like a 45 or a 60 watt charger, and it just totally charges these things in no time. You're not doing one, then waiting for another, then waiting for another. No, it does all 3 at the same time. Plus, it's USB-C like everything else, which is really great. Thirdly, this can be used as a battery if you need to recharge, say, your phone or something else. It will output power as well as charge the batteries. So it's a power pack. I mean, it really does everything, and I think it was really worth it. The drone itself, let's see if I can do this. It's a 1/2-inch sensor. It's 4K, 30 frames per second, which is pretty good considering the price. It's a little bit washed out in the photo, just a little. And you know, you start watching videos on these things, and there's 2 schools of thought, and you got to be careful because you start mixing them up and you fall down the rabbit hole of doing nothing. One is the professional people that shoot video for a living, and they'll tell you that the sensor's too small and the visual isn't good enough, and you can't color grade it, and you need all the LUTs and raw photo and all this stuff, which is true. I mean, if you're doing this professionally, hi dog. If you're doing this professionally, this is not the drone for you. It does a great job, I think, for what I do. The second school of thought are the vloggers and the YouTubers and things, people that are posting stuff online, where 4K 30 frames per second is basically the standard, and it works perfect for that. You know, if you're not trying to do cinematic, this is a great little drone for not a lot of money. It does a really good job. Hang on. Okay, where were we? Dogs, you know, they see a leaf outside and they freak out. Anyway, I consider myself more in the second camp, the vlogger, YouTuber sort of thing. I'm not shooting professional film, and I'm not shooting documentaries, things like that. I think this thing does a great job. I think it's really good for what I need. Plus, it's got just a little bit of AI built into it. It's got some facial recognition. So as you're doing some of the built-in scenes, like it'll circle around you, and it'll keep you in focus during the whole circle. But it does that using AI. It knows what your face is, where your face is, and yeah, you can spoof it. I mean, there's better versions, but it's really, really good for the price. You know, I mean, it's hard to beat. Plus, it's really well protected for an idiot like me. You bang it into something like a table, and it's all protected. These particular ones on top, these are removable. When you're looking at drones, grams matter in terms of weight for a couple of reasons. One, the lighter it is, the more fly time you get on your battery because it's not fighting gravity so bad. Secondly, there's government regulations based on grams on how much they weigh as to when you have to register them with the And this one is under 200 grams, which is way under the required. I think it's 250, 260 grams, something like that. I'm sure a lot of people will correct me, but it's way under what the FCC requires. So flying this thing is not as regulated as the bigger commercial heavier drones are. And so I can kind of sneak it around and use it. It's a little loud. I'll give it that. It's a little loud, but it's easy to take it out, use it, put it away, get the shot you want, and move on from there. Now, of course, because I am me, I also picked up. And you can run this thing on your phone. There's an app for your phone, which I would show you, but I'm using my phone to record this. You can control this thing up to, I'm going to say, comfortably 50, 75 feet with your phone. You don't even need to buy anything. You just have to have the app from DJI, which I think you have to have anyway to do upgrades and stuff like that. It's DJI app. It'll run it, and it's super handy. Like if you just need a basic remote control to do short distances, family things maybe or whatnot, you can do that. But then I also found a deal on a DJI controller. This is a refurbished one. It's not a new one, and it's way cheaper to do refurbished than it is to do brand new. This is the RCN3, which is there's like the N1, I think, and the N2, N3. This is the highest version one before the one that's got the screen in it that goes just crazy money. It gets really expensive. And these things are built so really well and smart. When I got it, these little controller knobs right here, these things were not installed. And I'm like, well, where are they? Well, come to find out, they're stored in the bottom. You can take these off, they unscrew. And then you can drop them. They unscrew, dog, don't touch that. And then they store right in there. Hold on. Any of you have a golden that like to eat things that are on the floor, like socks and underwear and little things like this? I had to stop and pick that up before she digested that. Anyway, you can see there's one I just stored in the bottom there. The other one will store here too. Just like that. Your phone goes in this bracket right here. It extends out way far. You could fit a Max phone, 17 Max, 18, 16 Max, 17 in there easily. Mine is a basic 17 Pro, not the Pro Max, but it fits in here just fine. And then buried in here is a cable, which they don't tell you about. Well, they do in the directions. If you're one of those people that reads directions, I'm kind of not. I'd figure it out on my own. I had to YouTube it. There's a wire in here that comes out and around. In my case, it's USB-C, because that's what my phone runs. And you put your phone in this cradle, you plug this into your phone, and then you've got everything set up on the remote, which is super nice because with the remote and the app, you actually have access to camera settings, things that image quality, flying control changes, things like that. So the remote really opens up a whole new world. It's so easy to use on its own, and then it's more convenient to use your app on your phone to control it, like a real remote control. But if you really want to take it up to game changing, the remote is really the way to go because it gives you so much more access to so many more changes. So yeah, that's kind of where my head is at right now on things. I'm trying to not go crazy because this is a rabbit hole. If you're not careful, man, you could end up buying drones and drones and drones that you don't need. And so I'm trying to be really careful about that. And you know, you watch a lot of YouTube, like I do, and you find out that people will tell you everything that's wrong with it, but not everything that's right with it. I mean, it's totally adequate. It's totally fine. They make a Neo 2. They make this. This is an older DJI drone, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, it's still 4K, 30 frames per second. You're not going to do slow-mo video recording with this, but I can do that in my phone. I can do that other ways, and then that's fine. you know, color grading and LUTs and all these other things that professionals use, yeah, they go on about how it's inadequate, and they're right. For them, they're right. For normal people like me, who just want to get a story told and just talk about things and have some cool video, this little Neo is great. And you do have to do a little bit of online. The FCC does require that you take a class online. I don't think you can fail it. It's pretty simple, and I ended up going to pilotinstitute.com to take it and go through it, and they sent me these free stickers, so I stickered it. I didn't have to. This is not needing to be registered by the FCC, but I did anyway. If I lose this thing, it's got a way for people to contact me if it ever falls out of the tree that it's stuck in, and maybe I'd get it back. Probably not, but maybe I get it back. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.